Well, hi everyone, and greetings from Northern Michigan. This is Bob the Science Guy with another channel review. Every now and then I like to have a look at some of the channels that I watch and maybe present them to my audience. Some of these are good-sized channels, some of them are rather small. All of them have their own interesting points, and I like to go to them all on a pretty regular basis. So let's just dive right on into it. Now, the first one is one of my personal favorites, Jose JG Gonzalez. Now, Jose used to be a flat earther, and he's come back to the light of reality, so to say, and has a very nice chat channel on YouTube. As a matter of fact, if you look down here, here are some of the subjects of his chats. I was on all of these, actually. Now, the next channel is kind of an underappreciated channel. This is Shawn Hawkins. Now, I've used him on a number of my videos. He's been with me live, and I've used a lot of his footage. So let's go ahead and have a look and see what he has to offer. Shawn is one of those channels that basically broadcasts whatever happens to be on his mind that day. He does experiments in flat Earth. He worked with me on my Mount Rainier observation and the shadow that Mount Rainier casts on the clouds above it. But he also plays with things like Blender. He has commentary. He does a lot of cell phone style short pieces where he's live and goes over a video. Now, like all the channels that are featured today, the link to Shawn's channel will be in the description of this video. Now, the next one almost needs no introduction. This is Professor Dave Explains. He's a very large channel, about 650,000 subscribers. Be nice to have a shout out from you, Dave. And what he does is a lot of general science. So let's go over a few of his playlists. And he's got physics and astronomy and pharmacology and chemistry and biology, mathematics, even languages and humanity. Dave is not only a very, very educated guy, he's a lot of fun to listen to. He's got a great presentation style, and I highly recommend you stop by and have a look at his channel. Next, we have Shawn G, who is another talk show host, so to say, much like JG Gonzalez is. Now, a nice thing that he does is he has a lot of open streams where a bunch of people just get together and chat about a variety of subjects. Like Jose, Shawn too is a former flat earther. But he's a very inquisitive person, and his inquiries led him back to reality. He also likes to talk about weather modification and a variety of other subjects, so he's always entertaining. I highly recommend, if you see him broadcasting, hop on, get in the meet, and have a chat with him. Now, the next channel is Red's Rhetoric. Red's has been somebody that I watch frequently, and I have almost ever since I came into the flat earth. He's got a lot of really good science topics. He's really active in looking at space launches. And he's got some great video that I've used in a lot of my videos. So stop by and have a look at him. Now, Red's style is a little bit more caustic than mine is, but his science is absolutely top-notch. Now, one of my favorites is this gentleman right here. This is GreaterSapien from Oakland, California. GreaterSapien not only has a very nice presentation style, a very personal style, he really goes over some great concepts and topics. He is a graphics designer, so his animations and his whiteboard work and his knowledge of perspective is just literally first rate. Was that he and Wolfie kind of teamed up, and GreaterSapien actually flew to Australia. He flew to Antarctica with Critical Think, and then he went to both South Africa and South America. He essentially went around the world. I'm hoping that a documentary will come out of this. DeadKennedyinSpace is a science fiction writer and a philosopher. Kennedy has one of these voices that just is set up to do books to tape. And he really puts an interesting spin on a lot of his topics. I highly recommend you swing by and have a look at his channel. Now, the Shills is an ensemble cast. There's about 8 people in the Shills that sit around and play poker. They have discussions on various topics of interest. I've appeared on their show a couple of times talking about vaccinations. Blue Marble Science has been there. Conspiracy Cats has been there. This is just a really great place to listen to a bunch of people have a great conversation. And occasionally they open it up and allow guests to come in as well. Now, Professor Phil Bell apparently is involved with the Indian space program. He is literally a physics professor. And his videos, although more in a teaching and an academic style, are very entertaining and very thorough. So if you ever want to really understand the intricacies of refraction or Kepler's laws or any of these subjects about space or chemistry, Dr. Phil Bell is a great source to have a look at. Common sense criticism. Well, what can I say about common sense criticism? He's basically me. His style is very similar to mine, and he is where I was when I was first starting out, having, less than 1,000 subscribers. Except his video production quality is a lot better than mine was in those early days. But his presentation and content are kind of on a par, if not a little bit better at times. Although he's a small channel, he's certainly not afraid to take on people like Mark Sargent and P-Brain. And he's just got some really entertaining videos here. Now, PlanarWalk is a young kid, and he's my favorite Kiwi. He's got a very, very good mind on him. As a matter of fact, I'm featuring him in one of my videos this coming Sunday. He's got a really great presentation. The other thing that his accent is just Wolfie class as far as a joy to listen to. So go check him out and make sure you have a look at my presentation of his work this weekend. Roohif is a wonderful small creator. He's got a rather tiny channel, less than 2,000 subscribers. I'm hoping that you guys will change that a little bit. But he does some extraordinarily strong work in science and optics. The other thing that I just featured recently, he has a standing 10 million Australian dollar challenge out to the Flat Earth to go head-to-head with him with 3 points to prove the flat versus the globe Earth. The key to it is you have to put up an equal amount of money with a minimum of $100,000, and the contest is not judged by either of the participants. It goes to mandatory arbitration. Finally, rounding out our Southern Hemisphere friends, we have Where's Wally this week. We'll do Critical Think next week. Wally does an awful lot of work with lasers and optics, and he makes observation around his home in Australia. Well, guys, that's this month's review of channels. Next month, I'll have another set, including people like Critical Think, and we'll go over those channels as well. So this is Bob the Science Guy signing out from Northern Michigan. Hey, if you like these channels, you're definitely going to want to hit the like and subscribe on my channel because I think you'll enjoy it as well. So we'll see you again soon. Take care.